Alright guys, as you can see, I have the Extreme Fairings bodywork from my 2007 Gsxr. I just got it in today, and I'm gonna take you guys along as I open it up and put it on my bike. I'm excited to see what these fairings look like, the job that Extreme Fairings did, and how beautiful my bike will look once I get them installed. So I'm sure you've seen other videos on YouTube, and they've talked about how each piece is individually wrapped. I like that a lot. It really helps to ensure that each piece comes packaged secure and is not damaged. This one looks like the tail seat cover. See, we have the windscreen, the box of bolts. This is separate, but I ordered it because I don't have any. My bike is missing a lot of stuff. I think this is the bottom piece. We're gonna open up everything here in a second. Alright guys, so I'm back. I unpackaged all of the fairings. Overall I'm pretty satisfied. It's not perfect. There are a couple of blemishes with the paint. Small stuff really. Like heavy spots on some of the fairings. The tank cover looks like they missed a spot of paint right there. Also, they did the same thing on the nose cover right there. A couple of nicks on a couple of pieces, like this one right here. They're missing some paint, or it looks like it got chipped. I don't know, I might just take a touch-up pen to that. But overall, everything is looking pretty good. All I have to do now is install everything on the bike and check the fitment. Hopefully that's good, everything lines up there. But that's the unboxing of the Extreme Fairings. Now we're gonna go install them. See you on the bike. Alright guys, how you doing? I'm outside now. I have all of the fairings out and ready to go. I'm gonna be installing it here on the bike. I've never done this before, so pretty much the plan is to take off small sections at a time and replace it as I go. I've heard that helps so you don't forget where things go. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Just gonna take it off small sections and then replace it with the new stuff. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take off the rear half of the bike. First I'm gonna take off the seats. Alright, so after the seats are off, there's two 10mm bolts. They have to come off. And there should be two push pins right here. And then there should be two more right here. After that, the whole tail section should come off. And there's two, like just rubber grommets holding in the plastics in the front. And then you slide the whole thing off. And disconnect the lights. After the lights are disconnected, you have the cable switch for the trunk. Alright, to take off the trunk latch, you just pop out this tab, rotate it around, and pull it out. Next step is to remove the lights and transfer those over to the new fairings. Alright guys, so once you get the tail light and everything transferred over to the new fairings, you just want to put it back on the back of the bike like we did, or like we took it off. But before you put the new fairings on, you want to put the under piece on, and it just has hooks and you just slide it into place. Just like that. Make sure everything is intact, and then take your fairings, bring it around, and try to get it on without breaking it. Alright, so once you have the tail section on, you want to make sure everything is lined up correctly. You want to test your blinkers to make sure that it's correct and still working. And then go ahead and test your brakes too. Alright, once everything's working, you turn off the bike. The last step is to connect the trunk wire, and you just put that in the hole, wrap it around, and drop that in. That should work now. Yep, and the trunk is done. Alright guys, so now that the tail is done, looks pretty good. Only problems with the tail would be right here, but I think it's just the light is broken off, like the retainer clip. The seat cover is pretty snug. Next up, I'm gonna do the nose section. So I'm gonna take all of this off, switch it over, and put the new stuff in. I do have a HID kit installed, so I'm gonna have to transfer that over to the new fairings, but it shouldn't be that hard. All right, once you get the mirrors off, or the turn signals, you have 1 screw, 2 screws, 3, 4 on each side, and then there's the push pin, and then it should pop off. There's also this gauge I'm gonna take off, and there might be a screw underneath there, I'm not sure. Alright, well, there's just 1 screw for the gauge, and then it pops out just like that. Alright, so it turns out there's just this 1 screw, and then the whole thing comes loose. So there's 1 on each side. Take that off, and you should be able to remove the whole front assembly. Alright guys, so I just replaced the front fairing. Yeah, so the gaps aren't too bad on here. I don't have a lot of the bolts right now. I ordered the bolt kit, but do not buy that shit. It is a waste of money. It is a box of random bolts that are not bike specific. So spend some time researching and get a bolt set that is specific to your bike, because the one that you would order from Extreme on their website are not specific for every bike. It's just a generic bolt set that doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to find bolts and push pins before I can finish up. Alright guys, hope you can hear me alright. It's pretty windy right now. It is another day. I got the front of the bike on. Now I'm just working on the right side of the bike, just putting all the pieces together. There is a bit of alignment issue right here. These holes don't line up, so I'm gonna have to take some of the material off right here, so I can try to get it in, get it lined up. But that's what I'm working on right now. The bike's almost done. I just have to put the sides on. All right, the right side is done. Went on pretty smooth. Instead of giving you bolts with shoulders on it, they give you these washers with the shoulders on it. I don't really like it, but it's better than having a silver washer on that I would just put on. Down there's not too noticeable. That's the most noticeable one. And then these two aren't too bad. Alright guys, home stretch. Left side is on. All that's left is the windscreen and the gas tank cover. And then the side cover is by the seat. But the left side is looking pretty good. Everything looks lined up. Yeah. Alright, so before I install the windscreen and the mirror eliminators, one of the posts that go in the hole, it broke off, so I had to super glue that. I'm waiting for that to dry right now, so I have some more things I'm going to install. I have bar in the mirrors, new levers, new grips, and stickers that I bought off of eBay. The kit doesn't come with any stickers. That sucks. I wish it did, but it doesn't, so I had to buy these on eBay. They're around $40, so I picked those up. I'm gonna put those on the bike so it gives it a little bit of color instead of being all black. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. I guess I can take these old grips off. This is how bad it was. And then the levers, hopefully you can see that. But this grip just comes right off every time I'm riding, and I have to move it back up, and it gets annoying. So new grips are going on, new levers, new mirrors because I'm missing one on this side, and this one has a couple scratches on it, but that's the plan. Alright guys, so I'm almost done. I just want to give you a quick tip. If you buy stickers that don't come connected, instead of taking each sticker off individually, fold it halfway like this, and that way you can keep them all straight and put them on at the same time. Because you're never gonna get it lined up perfectly if you take it off individually. But I'm just putting on the stickers now. Gonna finish up today and take it out on a ride. Alright guys, so I am all done. Got all of the stickers, all of the fairings, all of the extra pieces I added on, like levers and grips and mirrors. Everything is done. It looks good. I just gotta clean it up a little bit. Having problems right here. Spilled a little brake fluid on it, so I put some of the Meguiar's Scratch X 2.0 on there, and it looks like it's getting the shine back. Well, I might have to put some more. But overall, Extreme Fairings did a good job. There were a couple of imperfections, but that was expected. I kind of wish they painted the inside of the fairings. You can see right there, it's kind of white, and then underneath there's heavy spots, and then it's some white. But the outside is pretty good. I'll leave a link down to Extreme Fairings down in the description, so you can check them out and get fairings for your bike. See ya.